Look at this girl. It's live. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Let's start the stream, but let's put a big fat 30-minute countdown. Bruh. There we go. Alright. Oh, there's spamming numbers because there's little vote things. And they compile the answers. Alright, let's put some music.
Hi everyone, Fog Whisperer Frisk here. I'm mainly a Dead by Daylight content creator.
So Fog Whisperer means someone who's partnered with Behavior Entertainment for their
you might recognize
game.
me from possibly hosting stuff. I've hosted Twitch Rivals as well as some Twitch Weekly, and I also do voice acting stuff with my latest.
Also, I'm not gonna put the chat here because whenever a woman is on stream, the chat gets really sad.
The voice of Elodie for Salmonation.
Es como automático, ¿no os pasa? Quiero aprovechar para agradecerle a mi comunidad el apoyo que me dan. Muchísimas gracias también a los desarrolladores por todo lo que hacéis también y por contar con nosotros para estas cosas. Y feliz aniversario, que no se cumplen 5 años todos los días.
Hey, welcome back, Rasher. 3 more minutes until it starts. And we finally get to react.
Darlings, it's me, dear Fog Whisperer and Drag Extraordinaire. I have a question for you.
Yes, I've seen them
RuPaul's Drag
before.
Race. Would it be Ace, or David King, or Felix, or the Blight? I personally believe that I would probably have to go to the Blight.
Damn.
Not only are they cutthroat, they are very good at competitions. But what would you say? Thank you so much, Behavior, for including me in this amazing event. I am so proud of being a Fog Whisperer. I wouldn't be able to play this amazing game without the community having my back and rallying me up.
I mean, that's the thing with the internet. There are so many different types of people, and we all get along sometimes.
Have fun.
That was Catalan Spanish. I would have never guessed.
Hello friends, this is Odds, like for real, and it's
Hey, it's Odds Darva. I love that guy.
As a content creator, alongside Dead by Daylight, the game we all love in our own unique ways. Before I go though,
These guys are really good.
Dead by Daylight was some kind of game show, and you could take home one parting gift. Which one of these 4 would you choose? A pallet, a totem, a crow, or a generator? I know which one I would pick. You can vote in the poll and let me know. Enjoy the anniversary.
I would put it on one of my shelves. You know, as in, I survived this horrible nightmare, and all I got was this lousy totem. So they're highlighting all their favorite content creators.
I need to use them again. Oh, Dwight!
I mean, that would not be a good look at my apartment. Wow. Mikey was waiting for them.
I saw him walk over in that direction. Fuck! Holy shit, that scared the shits out of me! Not like this! No, he's gonna give me the no-nos! Oh, come on! Why are the 2 traps? What the fuck?
Wow. That's amazing.
Don't you know me?
I would have been so upset. And yes, that would have been me. No kidding.
C'est juste ça, après la patte orientée, cette folle.
He's crazy. I'm translating.
Mais quoi?
But what? Silence. French silence.
C'est-à-dire qu'elle avait pas pris une terreur.
He did not have a terror radius.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? I knew speaking French would be useful for something. One side, buddy. Wrong side. Alright, here's the reveal. I think. So this broadcast was filmed in compliance with the COVID-19 safety rules. Yes. Also filmed in Montreal, I'm betting. Yeah, a lot of shit has happened in 5 years, hasn't it? So this is always the game I come back to, at least for a little bit each time. I play this for a month or two, then I just take a break. But I never really quit it. It's always been fun in its own way. Yeah, they made it look very cinematic. And there's some cinematic moments in it, but not that cinematic. Oh yeah, hold on. There we go. And that's the title. There we go. Thanks, Dad. Wow, that's quite the stage. Is that the archive room?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our 5th year
That's
celebration.
Nicote.
How crazy is that? A huge thank you to our fans, the people who've been with
he's
us
French.
for years. 5 years of going from humble
Merci
beginnings
beaucoup, Aspina.
to 5 years down the line being re-reviewed by the likes of IGN and GameSpot, giving us a 9 out of 10 by being the greatest asymmetrical multiplayer out there. 5 years.
Yeah, the reviews at the start were not very kind to it.
A huge welcome to our old friends who've been with us for so long. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being with us and supporting us. And to all of our new friends out there, people who might be joining us for the first time, welcome. Grab a log by the campfire and enjoy the show.
Does it come with complimentary teabagging? Run of show, what does that mean? So 5 years of Dead by Daylight, Resident Evil Chapter Reveal, Year 6 Roadmap, The Realm Beyond Update, Live Designs, 5th Anniversary Celebrations. Well, I mean, some people still watch them, Chef. Some people still watch them.
Now join me on a stroll down memory lane. Behavior's been making games for about 30 years now, mostly for other people.
I know some people from the dev team too. I wonder if I'll see them in this little look back.
But all of us on the team, we have our own stories we want to tell. And one of those stories that we've been wanting to tell for a long time is the story of this fantasy, being a villain in a horror movie. Way back when, a decade or so ago, people were telling us horror doesn't sell. I mean, unless you're like the big ones, like Silent Hill or Resident Evil, but really, don't even try. So we tried. We didn't give up. We released one as a comedic twist on this called Naughty Bear. If you don't know Naughty Bear, go check it out. It's magical.
It's a killer bear killing other
Later on,
stuffed
though,
bears.
we
It was a
had
bit
one of our
memey.
designer come up with a little prototype, a very simple hide-and-seek thing with someone trying to hide and do a thing, and someone else trying to catch them and finish the game. And it was so good. It was pure thumb candy. And we figured that by slapping on that skin of the 70s, 80s horror slasher
Well, personally,
flavor,
Chef, I found their reviews to be a little bit too heavy-handed sometimes, that's all. Other than that,
we
it's
put
just an
the old
opinion.
band back together. We went and get Ash and Dave and Phil, and we put a team of about 30 talented, special people on it. And in June of 2016, Dead by Daylight
same
came
pressure.
to be. One of the first key moments for us happened just a little before launch. So the first Halloween before launch, we showed it internally to the rest of the behavior people. I remember we put the killer on the big screen and we put the survivors in a different room and we had people play the game and there was a lot of excitement and it was really cool. And then we put the survivor on the big screen, and people went a little nuts, and we saw the crowd really gather and root for the little guy to survive. And we realized at that point that not only was Dead by Daylight going to be a great game, but it was going to make for an amazing show.
I mean, that's true.
And it led to
And back then it only had 3 killers and 4 survivors.
close and really rewarding relationship with our content creators around the world.
Yeah, they're very
They
communicative
helped
with
make
their
Dead
big
by Daylight
streamers.
the success that it is today, and it really feels.
How they used to come
satisfying
into people's stream when
say
you were
that
streaming
today
it.
We've made some good friends because of that. The next Halloween, after launch, when we added Michael Myers and Laurie Strode to the game from the original
Nice attempt,
1978
Ospina.
movie Halloween. At first, we shipped the game with 2 killers and
3
4
killers.
survivors. Today, now, 5 years down the line, we have 24 killers and 27 survivors.
That's a lot.
We've managed to build a world that is so rich, so deep, dripping with story.
Well,
So that all of these other legends of horror, those iconic
you have to go
characters
look for the story. You have to
from
go
all
look for the
different
story.
medias, we're
It's
able
not
to
exactly in
come
your
into
face all the
game,
time.
And our own original content can stand proudly side by side with the likes of Freddy Krueger and Ghostface.
Maybe a little bit.
Today, we're very proud to say that Dead by Daylight is now the Hall of Fame of horror.
I mean,
One
the
thing
story you
that
have to go
really
look for it,
taken us
Hank.
by
It's
surprise
there.
a little bit is the
It's
depth
in the
of
archive.
passion that our fans
And in the
show
details and the
around
maps.
the world.
And the
I am
items
lucky
and the
enough
perks.
that I was part of the delegation
And the
that was
items.
sent to meet people and to represent Dead by Daylight around the world, and we've met some crazy passionate fans out there, and thank you for that. I have seen firsthand the love, the support,
Yeah, people
the
really like
passion
cosplaying.
that unites people from everywhere around the world with that crazy game that we've made. One of the things
I'm
think
trying to
has
see if
led
I remember if I recognize
our
anybody here.
creative team's talent and skill and the dedication of their research to
I think I
try to
just did.
find universal bits of horror. And whether they get inspired by the folklore or mythology that lives under your bed, it still shows
And that's
that
one part of
what
it,
scares
Ospina.
you can scare anybody else. Horror and fear are universal, and it brings people together.
I mean, some
And
people
that
are
is
scared
the
of balloons. So it depends. Very subjective
After
a
all
bit.
these years, the team has grown close together. And the people around the game, we're now over 300 people at Behavior working on this.
Yeah, Behavior got
People
huge
all
after
around the
this.
world.
It was not that big.
Our collaborators
We're
are
not
partners.
used to hang out with some of the people
We've
working
made
there.
more friends and partners than I can count. We've also had more inside jokes than I can count. Maybe one day we'll tell you what really is at the bottom of that campfire. Maybe one day we'll explain why the jar of salty lips. And maybe you'll learn who is Jean-Marc Nelly. In the meantime, since I have an opportunity here, I would like to address something.
Uh-oh.
At PAX a couple of years ago, I think it was in 2017, a journalist asked me about the state of the game, and they asked me about the team. And I answered them. Well, we were having some technical difficulties at the time. It was a bit of a rough patch, I won't lie. But I
All of
answered
the
them
patches are
saying
rough
that I thought
patches.
we had done a pretty good job so far. And for some reason, these words stuck. People started using them willy-nilly. They started attaching these words to many, many things. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I love this team, and I love the work, the skill, the passion that has gone into it. I love this game. And if someone was to ask me again the same question, I do believe I would
Yeah,
tell
damn it,
them
Ospina.
again. I think we've done a pretty good job so far.
I'm not looking at the chat right now and the stream itself because it's probably going to be nope. Because their games have a lot of bugs.
The choices you make as you travel into the fog are of the utmost importance. Now you go. Make that choice.
Alright, so what? Are they going to reveal something depending on who votes? I'm not voting. But yeah, so the thing with Dead by Daylight is they have a lot of spaghetti code. So
Type the number 1 or the number 2 into the
every
chat.
time they do a patch, it breaks a lot of shit. And they spend a lot of time after a new chapter trying to fix the bugs they put in. No, it's not gonna. No. We're not tallying the votes here.
Make your whispers heard, and you will be rewarded.
Make your whispers heard. Really? Behavior, really? It's almost at 69 all the time. I'm guessing that's what they're trying to do with the chat. It's a close race. Well, not really. So am I guessing we're getting some cosmetics from this? Probably more than I would like to admit, Ospina. Then with fragments. Fuck. How the fuck am I going to... Hold on. Bring to the rescue. There we go. Ah! Take that. So there's new merch now. Although I'll admit that poster is really cool.
Hey horror fam, Darren Bousman here, director of the previous Saw films and the all-new Spiral from the Book of Saw.
Oh nice, they're getting people they worked with for licensing.
Take a moment and celebrate with everyone the 5-year anniversary for Dead by Daylight. Congratulations to the Behavior team. We are all incredibly happy that Saw gets to be part of your legacy. The game continues. Cheers.
Nice. Alright, so now we see a lot of Frog Whisperers. I recognize some of these people. Like Otofu.
YouTube の方でデッドバイデイライトを中心にゲーム実況動画生配信をさせていただいております。
That's another showcase of Frog Whisperers. Also, the chapter reveal isn't 5 minutes, guys. Well, almost 5 minutes.
そして視聴者の皆さんに質問です。
Maybe, Carol, maybe. I'm waiting for more to reveal so I can just post them all at once.
儀式に何を持っていきますか？ 1. 懐中電灯。2. 医療キット。3. 工具箱。そして4が鍵と。
I'm not sure why they say behavior all the time. That's the name of the company.
年ですよ。デッドバイデイライトが何千本も動画をアップロードしてきたんですけども、このデッドバイデイライトと一緒に5年共に歩めたことがね。
Yeah, the game used to be way less playable back in the day. I remember when the hooks did not come back when people sabotaged them, and the only thing killers could do was go to the basement, where the hooks did not get destroyed. It was very, very hard.
My name is Meg Turney. I'm a cosplayer and a Dead by Daylight streamer, and my question for the audience
is, Meg is dressed up as Meg.
Which cosplay would make you
Good
cross
touch.
the street on Halloween night? Is it 1, the Huntress, 2, the Wraith, 3, the Clown, or 4, the Doctor?
The Clown.
For me,
I don't like
definitely
clowns.
the Doctor. I don't know how you would do those eyepieces, but I don't want to be anyone.
Clowns and mascots getting fucked right off.
Thank you. Ugh. Did you agree with me? What do you guys think? Let us know. And of
So
course,
hey, you're learning Japanese while watching Vtuber pressure. That's actually pretty useful.
So excited to be part of this community.
I'm glad you agree, Action. Also, hi,
It's been
Action.
a wonderful 5 years. Happy 5th anniversary, and here's to many more.
So she has an arcade in the back. That's awesome.
Come play the piano! Music, you know how I love music. Play the piano. Yes? Well done.
Oh my god, shenanigans.
Alright, well, if I'm gonna fucking be the pyramid
God damn it,
head,
Action,
I'm
don't
gonna
scare
play
me like that.
pyramid head. Let me get the head and start. I still can't see. Okay.
I appreciate her standing up for the cosplay, but that would have been a bad ending for me. Oh dear lord.
If you have cocksuck.
Wait!
That's some incredible makeup. Holy shit. That scared me. Oh, that's awesome, Thrasher.
Get her!
That's a nice cosplay. Maybe I should do a DBD cosplay at some point. That could be funny.
Go. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
I think you're gonna win. You're a little bit farther along.
He really wanted you to win.
Look, it's from Mary. This is me. This is me right now.
I have that cosmetic on Jane actually. It's pretty cool. Although I don't like the hat, I do like the shirt and the jeans. Because fashion.
And I'm Meg.
Oh god, that reverse birth rap gives me anxiety. Yeah, I don't like playing against a pig. I find her reverse birth rap to be annoying.
Come here. Hey.
Oh, he's dressed like Bill. Very cool.
You just got spirited away. Oh no! Ah!
Very cool. That was some body painting, I think. Yeah, all these killers seeing shit with these masks. I wonder. That's like, oh, it's really stylish. I can't see shit. 30 seconds, now we're gonna see who the new killer and survivor is.
For joining my Dead by Daylight work.
Time for your guesses.
Point at the killer, point. Get off the couch and let's crouch. And pump, don't be afraid.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Use those legs just like before.
Alright, so... Who is it? Is it Leon? It's Leon and Nemesis. That's my guess.
What is this? What is this? No, hold on. Oh! It's Resident Evil! It's coming to Dead by Daylight! Oh my god!
Yeah, people lost their fucking minds when they announced it.
Yo! Fuck
Wait,
out
Mia?
here. Yo.
I guess we'll see. That's right.
No.
Mr. X Death, maybe.
No, I don't even care. I don't even care about nothing else in the stream. Resident Evil is coming to fucking Dead by Daylight. I don't care about shit else in this. Nah, bruh. Nah. No.
Come on. I wanna see. Who is it? Yeah, it's the baby from Village. Yeah, that looks like Leon. Alright, I mean, it's exciting, but don't overblow it, please. I mean, if someone was a big fan for Resident Evil for years, I can see them being very hyped about it. Yeah, some people have been lifetime fans of Resident Evil, so seeing both of that and...
win, I'm telling you, the fucking 5-year anniversary.
And then it just clicks in their heads.
Oh,
Come
well.
on. Yeah. I felt the same way when they announced the Silent Hill chapter, to be honest. I went a bit nuts.
You're fucking shitting me, right?
She knew already.
Like, that's not real. This isn't actually happening, right?
Yeah, I lost my shit when it was Silent Hill, so I can understand that.
I knew it!
Congratulations on 25 years of horror.
Right, some people don't recognize it, but I recognize it almost immediately. It's such an iconic logo.
Oh my god. Resident Evil 25th Anniversary DVD Umbrella Charm exclusive chapter item, June 2021.
Hi. On behalf of everybody here at Behavior, congratulations on 25 years of horror.
Alright, here we go. Here we go. Come on, Leon and Nemesis. Yeah, that's Raccoon City. Is someone gonna get whisked away by the entity while running from zombies? Oh, that's Meg. It's Nemesis. It's Nemesis. That's his tentacle. It's Nemesis, I knew it. So Leon and Jill and Nemesis. I almost had it. I had Leon, I had Nemesis. I did not think Jill would be in there. So it's 2 survivors, 1 killer, just like the other chapter.
Hey you, thank you for joining us today for this very special celebration. So we are
I would not be surprised that they had that as a legendary skin at some point.
The Resident Evil chapter, and be part of the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil. As you may know, the team's been hard at work on the graphical rework over the last year, and that's why we couldn't add any other map to the game.
That's so
going
fucking
to change
exciting.
The Resident Evil chapter.
Yeah, we were both
Just
right
released,
in a
we'll
way,
be able
Sunny.
to
So good morning, Sunny.
the Raccoon City Police Department.
I knew that. I said it yesterday. The map would be the police station. Oh my god, that's my favorite part of Resident Evil. I love that map. Oh my god, it's the lobby and everything. But something's fucked up with it. Because it's the entity's interpretation of it. So it's not entirely correct. Also, they did a good job with the models. They look almost exactly like they're doing the remakes. Yeah, I know these fucking maps like the back of my hands. But I mean, I know the original ones. I don't know the remakes one as well. So that part's gonna be a little bit more confusing. Yeah. I think that's the most iconic map in Resident Evil history. Everybody remembers the police station. Oh my god, this looks badass. Yeah, the blue hallway. Yeah, exactly, Crasher. What do you mean, start? Why is it a crash grab? What makes you think that? There's even the chief's office. Oh, that's awesome. There's Chief Irons in here. Yep. The same fucking hallway. This is so awesome. So this is gonna be like the Silent Hill Midwich Elementary map. I'm gonna know a lot about it. Because it's gonna be similar to what I've experienced. It feels like it's full of life or something. The STAR's office. Welcome, Leon. Yeah, no, Sunny's he's memeing right now. Yeah, that's probably the best map they could have picked. Seriously.
So first of all, I have to say that the map is absolutely...
Also, they're big fans of Silent Hill and Resident Evil. That's why they put an incredible amount of detail in it.
Resident Evil 2 and 3. So you'll see some iconic locations, such as the main hall, the archive, the STARS office, and others in there. It's truly amazing. Like, if you play the remake, you can actually navigate around the map and recognize it perfectly. Of course, there's also going to be a twist in there, since the entity is doing its own nightmarish version of it.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about characters now.
It's the interpretation
There's a lot
of it.
of very interesting characters in the Resident Evil franchise. It was very
that's
difficult
possible,
to choose
Spike.
just one survivor. And that's why you're getting 2 for this chapter. The first
It
one
was not
is
that bad,
Jill
Chef. It
Valentine,
was not that bad.
a brilliant STARS agent. Her unique perk will highlight her intensive training and her high adaptability in impossible situations.
It was very similar to the original Resident Evil 3, which was short. Alright, what are the perks? Hold on, does she have her own animations? They look a little bit different. Yeah, but I think the time to play through it, Chef, was about similar to the original ones. From what I remembered.
The second
'Cause I did
survivor
play the
is
original
Leon
one.
S. Kennedy. Leon's been having the worst first day at work ever, and it's not going to be better in the realm of the entity. His unique perk are going to highlight his dedication to others.
Imagine, you get surrounded by zombies and then you get sent into a nightmare dimension.
There's also something really special about one of his perks. It will add a new type of gameplay to Dead by Daylight.
Oh no, were you guys right?
With this
The one-
perk, and under certain conditions,
the one with the gun.
you will be able to spawn a unique item, a
Oh,
flashbang,
never mind.
inside the match. So that's an item you don't need to equip in your loadout before the match. It's something that you will create within the match you're in.
So it's a way to blind the killer on demand. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Someone in the chat said something about guns earlier, Sunny. But no, it's a flashbang. It's a flashbang. Yeah, if it was a gun, I would have been incredibly impressed, but I would have changed the whole meta.
Okay, let's talk about the killer now. So again, there's a lot of
Please
different
tell me he
monsters
punches
that can be
people.
used out
Tell
of
me he
the
punches
Resident Evil
people.
franchise. But we chose the classic tyrant, the Nemesis. The Nemesis power is called T-Virus. With his special tentacle attack, the Nemesis is able to infect
Wait, is he
survivors.
about to turn survivors into zombies?
Are going to be sick. They will cough, they will vomit, so they're going to be easier to spot.
Looks
They
like the
also
plague.
become vulnerable to the next tentacle attack, which will not infect them, but will damage them instead. For each infected survivor, the Nemesis power grows, and his tentacle gain more reach. So he'll be able to attack over pallets, over vaults, and in some tricky places.
But it's a weird mix, like a mix of a gunslinger and the plague.
There's a way to get out of this infection for survivors. There are some vaccines around the map that can be
No,
used
no.
to get out of this infection. But
No, that's the thing. Wait, no, wait, this is live. Right,
but
hold
there
on.
is a limited quantity, so make sure that you absolutely need. The Nemesis unique perks will make you feel like an unstoppable hunter that can use both brains and brawn.
So it's a mix of gunslinger and the plague.
On top of that, for the first time ever, this killer is assisted by AI characters.
Wait, what?
So we are adding zombies to the maps.
Well, yeah, Nemesis infected a few people and turned them into zombies in the third game. That's what happened to the helicopter
Be
pilot.
careful of both Nemesis and them so that they don't get bitten and infected by the zombies.
Yes, you don't turn into a zombie yourself, but... Right, so that means you're gonna have to dodge zombos. Right, punch them. Nope, you just... So that means he's gonna have... So he's gonna have zombie friends. Right, is the vomit blue? Or it's not like the plague, you see. Yeah, he punches them. Just like in the fan-made trailer. Okay, so there are zombies. And they can injure you. So instead of green, it's blue stuff. And there are the vaccines. Yeah, there are fucking zombies. Yeah, so the problem with zombies is that they're gonna stop you from running loops. Wait, you can punch the zombies.
That's it. That's the content of the Resident Evil chapter.
Alright,
I hope that you are
so...
as excited as we are.
It's probably not
the
that
Resident
bad,
Evil
Sunny.
content inside
It's
the
probably not that bad, but if they have
I
collision...
mean, this has been a dream come true.
If they have
I
collision...
played these games so much, I still have the original copy of Resident Evil 2 from my teens.
I mean, the
And to be
Nintendo
able to
64 version was better than the
chapter
PlayStation 1,
in
but
the
not by
beta,
much.
Which will be right after this event. And it will also...
You called it,
come
guys.
out
It's live after the stream.
So mark your
And it's gonna be June
So I
15th.
just want to finish by saying thank you to all of our community
I guess that's true
for
then.
staying around with us and having fun with us. And I wish you an happy 5th anniversary.
Yeah, they're probably gonna mess up the implementation of it, Sunny, that's for sure. But I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, even if they don't deserve it.
So I'm so pleased to be with you, Justine, today to talk about this part of the broadcast on the roadmap for Dead by Daylight for Year 6. So we're going to present the new DLC.
Yeah, I'm sure you had fun with it, Hank. I'm sure you had fun with
We're
it.
also going to talk about the 4
Although,
tomes.
I'm sure there will be a summer sale soon, so you can grab it out of the content for half price. It's often on sale.
And all the feature that comes along with them. We're starting very high as well
So,
this year.
I'm
an
scared
incredible
that the
license. I'm so
zombies...
pleased to work
Hold
on
on, I'll
Resident
lower the
Evil.
volume here.
And we can't wait to see
Alright,
that.
so what scares me about the zombies in the game is that
obviously I can
they will have collision.
DLC.
And if you're running away from the killer and the zombie's in the way, they're gonna stop you from hopping on that pallet.
Is we are going to release a total of 4
And that's gonna be a problem.
5 and not 4 survivors, and also 2 new maps.
I think that's going to be really cool. I think all of this is going to be some pretty exciting content for...
So it's more new chapters coming after this.
There's not only that. I mean, we've also, like you said, we've got 4 tomes. Our players now expect us to have 1 new tome every mid-chapter with a new survivor story, a new killer story, a story about the observer. And
right, so if the zombies don't have...
As time goes on,
if the zombies don't have collision...
The more stories that we have to tell.
You want to know more?
It should be fine. I'm not sure they can actually kill you or not.
To tell
That could also be a problem.
We haven't even been able to show yet.
It also depends how many zombies there are on the map. That could also be a problem. And if they respawn or not.
Because the lore in Dead by Daylight it's rich, and we just want to be able to show as much of it as we can. And we also have all the events that we want to be doing.
And one of the perks is adding a flashbang, which means if all the players bring one flashbang, and if they use it when the killer picks up someone, it's like on-demand decisive strike.
Much fun to do, always a lot of work, but absolutely.
If it guarantees them to get blinded and stunned.
Tap on something that we mentioned during the Archives anniversary.
That's also one of the perks that's a bit worrying to me.
We're always going to focus on these events as the big ones during the year because We want them always to be
Other
better
than that,
are the moments for our community.
I'll have to see how the infection mechanic works.
This is Dead by Daylight's time. Come celebrate with us. This year is going to be no exception. I think we're going
Also, I feel like playing Dead by Daylight during the summer when they're doing their celebration stream is probably the best time to get started. Because you get like double luck point, and you get a lot of birthday cake consumables, which gives 100% bonus. And these things stack up. These things really stack up. So if you have the better time to play it is then. But then you end up with like 30 cakes.
We actually have coming in year 6 with
And then it makes the grind for newbies less bothersome.
The first one is the first step into the fog. This is all the features that are here for the first moment you enter into the game as a player. Then the second one is the game house. Game house is really important for us. It's really everything that is optimization, bug fix, and stabilization for the game.
Yeah, that's the most important one,
The third
game
one
health.
is the realm beyond. And this is a work of visual update that we're starting to year 5. And the final one is live design.
Yeah, I think all that stuff is super interesting for us to be going into and to even like dive in further so everyone knows what's going on. For the first steps into the fog, we know like with Resident Evil, tons of new players are going to be coming into this game.
Yeah.
If I was a Resident Evil fan that hadn't heard of Dead by Daylight, I know I'm going to be checking it out. So we've really taken a look at our entire tutorial.
Yeah, that's going to give them a huge influx of players.
How to play Dead by Daylight, and tried to identify what we need to fix or what we need to improve. DBD, honestly, it's a very complex game. We know we don't do necessarily the best job of teaching people, but I think
least they know.
Great improvement. And the first step to that.
Yeah, I'm probably going to stream it a few times once the chapter releases or the event starts so I can bank some points.
We're going to really guide them through, this is what you need to learn. Then we actually have some bot matches for you to play.
Bot matches
are brand new, and I think it's going to be a very nice, safe way for players to actually learn.
I mean, I think I approve of that.
And we're going to be giving you
because some players, when they first get started in live games, they spend the whole match hiding in lockers
things that have been,
and not doing the objectives because they're scared shitless. Because this is a very scary game when you first get started.
Like matchmaking being, too long.
So that way you get to test out some techniques without teabagging or sandbagging your friends.
Yeah.
So what we're really looking into is ways.
So that could be good to learn how to loop.
Role that has like less weight or more of a need at that.
Well, that's a great idea. I approve.
Maybe you're a killer player, but we need more survivors at that time. Then we'll offer you some incentive to actually go play that.
Wait, what?
All that. I mean, we're constantly.
Oh, that's awesome. Adding incentives for people to queue up as they're needed.
Get you into matches faster.
Rule. Because right now the queues are really unbalanced. There's way more survivors than killers.
Sadly,
so the queue times for survivors is ass.
What we're actually working on for this is the auto ban feature. So at the end of every match, in the tally screen, there's this option where you can report a player for some negative behavior, applaud them for doing something well.
Be careful, behavior.
Right now, this is our customer support team that is looking over it.
Yes, that's good.
What we're doing with this change is this is going into an automated system. If players
no.
amount of negative reports, we are going to take action. I'm going to let you know that your report is actually having an effect on this, and we're going to thank you for it. All of this is really great for our players, but I know 5 years ago, some things in Dead by Daylight, like
if you have an automated auto-ban system, all the trolls are going to auto-ban the streamers,
even not everyone at our office,
and they're going to have to wait until they get unbanned manually.
We're spreading even more.
No, this is not going to get abused. Not at all. I don't see what people are bitching about.
It's just as important that we do this in your game as well. So as soon as you start
no, that's dumb.
You have your language.
Oh, that's really dumb.
Finally have the news in French. That's cool.
The next step after that is really making sure that we stomp as many bugs as possible in our game.
Yeah, the bugs are important. They're everywhere.
For a game as Dead by Daylight, which has been out for 5 years now, it's always a challenge to find the right balance between
yeah, so I don't think the auto-ban thing is going to be a nightmare.
For the first years of Dead by Daylight,
it's going to be a nightmare. If people think you're camping, they're going to report you.
And deep experience for the players. But now, recently,
if you're a good streamer, you're going to get mass reported into inability to play.
And we've decided to
So what I hope is that they punish people who do false reports. So if one of your auto report gets overturned too many times, you get banned. That's the only way they're going to be able to monitor this.
Eventually, there's kind of a maintenance cost. You need to make sure all this new content is working.
Because otherwise, you're in big trouble here.
There's no issues going on.
So we have two ways of doing
Yeah,
it.
exactly, Sunny,
First one is
exactly.
really looking
Because,
at
I mean, you're kind of beamy when you play Dead by Daylight.
Stabilization.
So you tend to make some people angry with you.
Fixes as well.
It's not illegal. I wish you would not do it that often. But it's not illegal.
But on the other hand,
But people are going to abuse that.
Take care of. We need to look at our internal processes and make sure that internally we can also improve.
You're a little bit toxic as a survivor too sometimes, Sunny.
As
No
an
offense.
example, we've decided recently to migrate the user interface of the game.
Yeah, I mean,
Technology
if this goes through, Sunny, you're in trouble.
The UI manager of Unreal. And the idea here is to stop working on outdated technology.
Well, that's promising.
And we take this opportunity to redo all our screens, to also make them more
Because that's the problem, though. This game is on spaghetti code that's older than 5
Yeah, I
years.
think that's going to be great just
So
because
you add something, you break 5 things.
every screen is going to feel fresher and it's going to allow us to do so many more things.
So they're updating the UI too, I
think as
see.
a product manager, I'm pretty excited for what
I'm
new
sure
things
you
we
are.
can actually bring into the game.
Obviously, it's
not my cup of tea, Sunny.
We need to keep the.
So I appreciate that you don't do it when I'm playing with you.
New technology things, but we hope that the
I hope it's that.
releases that
I'm doing good. Welcome to our watch-along party for the Dead by Daylight reveal stream for the 5th anniversary event.
For the game. And talking about keeping and maintaining what is already there, what are coming up next for the visual updates and the realm beyond?
The survivors are going to get updated.
I think this is something that a lot
Because
of
they updated the maps, now they're going to update the original survivors.
Or so when we started.
I've seen some renders of them.
This is really the project of overhauling everything in DBD to bring it to the level of all of the current content. Because it's been around for 5 years, right? And let's just say, Dwight needs a fresh coat of paint.
Yep.
Him and the others and then all the
And he
managers
needs to
and
stop
everyone
hiding in
all the
lockers.
time.
Yeah, look at the
They
difference.
need to be shown some love and really brought up to today's standards.
That's a
What
big
the
difference.
team is able to do for this, and for those who
They're
are
gonna probably update a lot of the cosmetics,
what
too.
The Realm Beyond is, it is more or less that, just taking any old maps.
Yeah, it depends how it's implemented, Death.
Maybe adding
It will depend how it's implemented.
Make something make more sense, like repairing a generator. It used to be the same
Yeah,
animation.
same. That's my worry with it, Hank.
Every side is something new, and that was something really cool,
So-
and immersive.
It feels more realistic. Like you
it
can
feels
deal
great.
with it actually.
Alright, here's my little preview of what's going to happen. So,
on top of all this, we're starting to look at
people are gonna get mass reported and banned. It's gonna be a shit show on Reddit. And then in about 2 weeks after the first patch introducing this to the game is made, they will reverse it and go, we need to find a way to stop people abusing it. It's exactly what's gonna happen. So people are gonna get banned, they're gonna complain, they're gonna take the feature away. Because we cannot be trusted.
Not that I'm talking about gens. So
Anyway.
this is all the kind of stuff that they're actually going to be going over, just after this in the Realm Beyond.
So it's
segment.
probably the same thing that happened with the zombies.
Really
People are gonna find them really annoying.
because we're not done yet.
And they're gonna get taken out temporarily while they fix it.
I don't think we ever stop with is just our live design and constantly tweaking it.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like we, as we do for the game house and for the realm beyond, keeping and maintaining what we have, making it better, improving it. The game
Because the thing is,
this year. So basically, we're
the
taking
killer
the
can already hit you over pallets. What if the pallet is blocked by a random ass zombie? That's even worse.
The idea
So I don't see how that can come into the game as it is.
A long time, for several years now. I'm sure of that.
Definitely a few.
Yeah, we want to keep you interested. We want you to.
Yeah, that would be something I agree with, Hank.
Just say, okay, I'm
People
going to
being
do something
abusive in
different
chat,
tonight.
as in using slurs, need to get banned. There needs to be consequences to that kind of behavior that's easily provable.
We have mechanics that have
And
been
can be
there for
automated
such a long
somewhat.
time. It's time that we put some.
But
love in
the
them.
user report thing, that's going to be a fucking nightmare.
Details right now because Matthew Spriggan is going to do it way more better than me.
It's like, imagine you're a new player to Dead by Daylight. You don't know how the game works. You don't survive a few rounds and your other survivor friends in random lobbies start reporting you for throwing the game.
It's amazing the
And
things
you're
that
like,
you can do
wait,
to keep all of these
I'm not
characters.
throwing the game, I just suck, I'm sorry.
That's the core of DBD, right?
They have a right to play as well,
What you're gonna find,
even if they're not good at it.
Have a good time.
And in time, the MMR new rating thing will put them with like-minded players and of the same skill level. But until they get rated, they're gonna have a few nightmare matches.
Hear more about the Realm Beyond, about live design.
So this is gonna be a bit controversial.
Everything.
And by a bit, I mean it's gonna be a lot.
We're happy to have you here.
I mean, I think the ranking thing is coming sooner than we think, Sunny. Well,
The choices you make as you travel into the fog are of the utmost importance.
time for another reward. Alright, let's get some blood points this time. It's way more useful. I did not get the chance to play it, Sunny. I'm guessing you had a bad time with it.
Number 2 into the chat.
So it made killer queues take over an hour. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be able to get that in then, if it's as bad as you guys say it is.
Make your whispers heard, and you will be rewarded.
It's like if you give someone all the abilities to do something. In a perfect world it would be great, but in the world we live in, people will just abuse it. It's like in VR chat, you can be or create anything. And people just... Well, some people make great stuff, don't get me wrong, but some people make really, really awful stuff. So this is why we can't have nice things. This is why we can't have nice things. Alright, so let's see what's in this one. Blood points. Wow, that's a lot. Hold on. Yoink. I'm guessing these will be on the Reddit afterwards. And there's nothing wrong with that, Def. That's not what I'm talking about. No, exactly, Crusher. I've heard about this one. Uh-oh, someone's doing a skit. Ooh, that was close. Yeah. I'll DM you the codes when the stream is done, Sunny. Thank you for hanging out.
Hey everyone, my name is Kayla. You might know me as Cauliflower. My question for the audience is, which map animal is just begging for some in-depth lore?
The horse. The
is
horse.
it Maurice? Is it Mr. Moo Moo, the cow, and Larry's?
Right, there's a cow and Larry's.
You might not even know that there's a cow in the hospital bed. Or is
Wait,
it
what?
Wingy McFlapFlaps from Dead Dog Saloon?
I'm guessing Maurice is a horse.
Personally, I'm gonna have to go with Moo Moo. It's a cow and
Yeah,
a
we
hospital
saw the
bed,
trailer,
and I
Barrett.
need to know more.
You missed it.
While I'm here,
It's
I just wanna
Nemesis
give a
with
little
Leon
shout out
and
to my
Jill.
community, my Dragon Army. Thank you guys so much for supporting me over these years with my Dead by Daylight content. And thank you to the devs for creating a game that has so much staying power, has so many incredible licenses.
Yep.
You guys have done
I saw this as well,
some
Barrett.
amazing things.
I
So
saw this
thank
as well.
you.
My guess was Leon
Based
and
my
Nemesis.
career on that, and it's been huge.
And they added
So
Jill on
thank
top of
you.
it, so some people were right
5
too.
years, and here's the 5 more.
Hey everyone, I'm Poppers. I do have a question for everyone. If you had the choice between chocolate or vanilla escape cake, what one would you
Vanilla.
want? For me,
Vanilla is great.
I feel like I would want a chocolate escape.
I'm not sure, Sunny. I'm not
I don't
sure.
know why, but I love chocolate.
He's either deaf or had a stroke.
Yeah, me.
So I don't want to pronounce myself on that.
Alright, enough about cake. I also want to thank
all the
I'll have to look it up.
now, and the Dead by Daylight community for being so
Yeah, it'll probably be something that looks similar to what happened in the game, right? I mean, here's the thing, Def. The lore of the game is actually really interesting. Because it's all about eldritch horrors and endless suffering in a world that looks kinda like our own but is not. It's always the approximation. So, there's a lot to it to unpack, but people need to look for it, which is a bit more difficult.
Hey everyone, I'm the King, and I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today, I have a question for you guys in the Twitter.
I've seen some of his YouTube videos. He's a bit more new to the community, it feels like.
Rates bell make? Is it Bing Bong, Ding Dong, or Kling Klong? I also
It's
want to
Bing
wish
Bong.
Dead by Daylight a
It's
happy
Bing Bong.
50th
Why is this even a
anniversary. Thank you
question?
for all of the years of fun and enjoyment and bringing everybody together. Thank you to the
Oh no! So that's why I saw him in videos earlier and he was not talking like that.
Got your answers in.
Oh my
Enjoy
god, that
the rest
fucking
of the
sucks.
show.
I didn't want to say it because I was not sure if it was the same guy, but I saw earlier videos of him talking normally. Oh my god, that breaks my heart. That's always been a nightmare of mine to have a stroke and find myself in a similar situation. Yeah, that's me when looping. Yeah, it's a very sad story. I hope he's able to make a full recovery.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Yeah, Tier 3 Myers. Oh, not only that, Tier 3 insta-kill Myers. Oh dear. Oh, so you use the skill to make the locker to the left move. Wait, what?
She fell the fuck off, chat.
Oh, the guy from Stranger Things. With Ninja and his wife. I did not watch that stream. I was not aware he played. Ah, Karma, my old friend. Oh, he has ALS. Wait, hold the phone. So he had a stroke and had ALS. Oh my god, this guy can't catch a break.
Holy fuck, dude.
Oh my god, what?
There was someone hidden there, you did not...
That's, honey, that's your own fault. Why were you...
There you go, you're hacking. You're hacking. So 8 rounds, 26 maps. Updated character models. Quality of life and accessibility improvements. Yeah, like the color blindness mode. Yeah, that made a big change. Hey Josh, what's up? You know, I have not been able to play the new format yet. It looks very nice though. I played this one though. Yeah, I like the new Ormond. It feels more like a snowy hellhole. Well, I mean, once again, Sunny, you cannot not offer colorblind mode, because people will abuse it. People that are colorblind needs that to play. I'm glad they kept the horse on that map. Yeah, they really bloodied up the nerfs, haven't they? Look at all the grime. This new update, I'm not too... Yeah, I don't like the fact he looks more burned now. But I guess it makes sense considering he's full of electricity. Oh yeah, this map looks great. I want to try it at least once. Maybe you have one of the rarer type of color blindness, Brasher. There are more versions of it. It's just that they can't please everyone.
We've all seen the graphic update that we've been doing the last few months, and we've talked a little bit about it as the realm beyond. To go into a little
What
more
do you mean by that,
detail,
Sunny?
we'll talk with Phil Ivanovic, our art director, and Stéphanie Hélin, our lead level artist, about what that means. The first question I have with this, obviously everybody's question is why? Why did we decide to do this big rework, and why now?
It's a really good question. I mean, the game was out for 5 years now, as we all know, and that question of a rework was always in the back of our head, but we never found the right moment to do it because of multiple
probably
reasons.
just a lot of bad luck, Sunny.
All the next-gen console coming out, we thought it was the right moment to bring our game on par with what is being done in the gaming industry, but we never expected the success and the longevity of the...
So they're trying to adapt the game for new consoles and updated PC
graphics. 5 years
graphics.
later, and we have all the new tools, the bigger team, and I think we can achieve what we wanted to do a while back.
Because it's a big team now, it's like 300 people.
And then, what was the vision? What was our goal going into this?
The main goal with the rework was to
Hank.
have a more immersive experience with the player in the game. Either in
I feel like that would be a big difference, Sunny, but my problem is they have a lot of optimization problems. For me, the game is inconsistent. Sometimes I'll play it with a smooth 60 FPS.
We're always
All the time I'll be skipping frames all the time. It makes no sense.
We make sure that we don't lose the essence of our game, but at the same time pushing new boundaries. We've been super excited with all the feedback we got, and we're really looking forward for people to see what we're coming next for them.
So obviously that's a huge undertaking.
Yeah, that guy's French. He's having trouble with English.
Project. What are some of the main issues we face doing that?
So the main challenges with DBD, we all know that DBD is from, it's a game that's from 5 years ago, and it's live. So the thing is, when we try to build new environment to update those, we have old data that we're trying to rebuild, to change, and also we try to fix those performance issues.
Yes,
and we have the new data as well. And sometimes those data are clashing with each other, and we try to make sure that it's not happening. But it's a live game, so we have to move forward, and we can't stop.
So obviously, those are big challenges, and to do that...
Yeah, they're going to have to do something about the Switch version. I hear it's very unstable.
A bunch of the tools and the pipelines that we use, right?
Yes. So we took a step back, and we just
Playing for the girl talking right now, Marek.
So, of course, the whole team, we bring the idea of, okay, we need new tools. We need to empower those artists. We need to make sure that if we want to achieve the quality that we want to achieve, we have to make the right choices. It means evolving, rethink the way that we are creating environment, and this is the whole team work. Like, it's not only environment, it's animation, environment.
Yeah, because some things that used to work back in the day does not work now.
Yeah.
Because the whole meta has evolved.
All right, so new tools, new pipeline. What's the future hold? What are we going to do with that?
The goal here with all of this merged together, it's to build atmosphere, mood.
Yes.
Because after all, like DBD, it's...
I wish they had that weather variations, the maps.
We all know that DBD
Like
was
some
more
rain.
gameplay driven, but it makes
That would be
sense.
awesome. I would love it.
But what we were lacking, it's immersion. So with all of this merged together, we're trying to bring that immersion. We had storytelling to
Imagine lightning.
create like more fog, more work on the lighting. So when you experiment the game, you forget that it's a game. It's the feeling that we're trying to build.
That's a hard thing to build,
really cool
though.
we're going to try to do with terrain, right?
Yes, the terrain is pretty flat in DBD right now, and with the fact that we're changing and trying to evolve in the right direction.
Okay, so if you're trying to make more multi-level maps,
bring to DBD,
here's one thing I really want them to add.
Relief to this terrain.
I want them
I think this
to
will add a little bit of spice to
add
the game.
more sound direction to the game.
How the killer
Because the big problem I have right now is if a survivor is above or below me,
That's cool. And
or
we're
the
also
killer,
going to be working on character
they
animation.
sound like they're on the same side.
Big part of the immersion.
So it's like, are they on the floor I'm in, or are they upstairs? I can't tell. It sounds the same.
Team and the character.
So they need to add vertical soundscape.
They're working on the...
That's my biggest issue with the game right now.
Texture on par with what we're doing right now, but also the animation team working on all those animation like the interaction with the gen. Also, by doing so, with the texture and the animation, we want the player to connect even more to the personality of the player, of the character he's playing. And I mean, it's all connecting together. All we're doing, it's a big thing that at the end, it's the immersion. It's not just one part, it's the entire.
I guess my hand fell asleep.
On the team.
What other cool things can people expect to see in the maps that we're making?
Well, the old rework thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the problem, Crasher. It makes me sad because it's incredibly frustrating. When you're looking for a survivor, they sound like they're right next to you, but they're downstairs. It makes you lose so much time.
Faithful with the original game, but I mean,
and the big
in
problem
our game was pretty
is
cool.
that
I think
when you're playing killer with good survivors,
storytelling.
It's all a race. And those seconds you waste looking for the survivor when he's downstairs, when you're upstairs.
I know people like
That's
to
a
be
big
mad in
problem.
the lobbies. Are we going to do that again?
Yes, we're going to keep on messing with the lobbies. I mean, it's something we've
Oh,
thought
no, I don't mean the killer radius, Merritt. I mean the sound people make. So when you injure a survivor, if they make grunts of pains, I want to know if they're upstairs or downstairs, not if they're right next to me, but they're not, they're downstairs. Because there's not sound differentiation,
Release the killer,
vertically speaking.
Or newcomers.
No, the killer radius must stay vague like that. Otherwise, it loses all its punch.
The big question that's on everybody's mind right now is, yeah, but are we going to get more maps?
Yes.
Alright, new maps.
Hi, I'm Matt, design director on Dead by Daylight. I work with the creators.
Please tell me you're working on maps for Ghostface and Twitster.
Amazing licensed and original chapters, killer updates, perk adjustments, accessibility features, and more. Our talented designers are constantly exploring new features and mechanics to keep trials fresh and fun for players. And I'm super excited about some of the things that we have planned for the future of Dead by Daylight.
Is it party hats?
Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about live design. For a game that's been out for the last 5 years, live design has become an important part of our process of updating and maintaining.
Yeah, it would look so good, Crash. It would look so fucking good.
Fixing exploits, improving quality of life, and generally attempting to make the game feel fairer for everybody. When it comes
That's quite
to
the
live
set they
design,
built, haven't they?
we're
Look
a
at
little
that.
more reactive to what's going on in the community and in the game. So we generally base our design decisions on 3 main factors. Feedback from the community, through surveys and focus group tasks.
I've gotten one of these surveys.
The data and information that we get from the game itself. And of course, our own design intuition and experience when it comes to looking at the changes we can make.
So technically, the Raccoon Police City Department is going to be the third indoor map in the game.
While the team's in the design phase, certain features and mechanics are often still being prototyped and play-tested and go through numerous changes along the way. That said, there's 3 things that we're super excited to share with you today.
Oh.
New killer updates and their associated timeframes.
Mm-hmm.
A brand new type of perk that we're working on for survivors. And
New perk
finally,
types.
a bit of a shake-up to the Memento Mori system.
New perk type is like the hex for killers. What is that map for
Small
survivors?
adjustments to our existing
Now
killers
I'm
in Dead by
interested.
Daylight. Some of our killers have had even more significant updates to their powers
Yeah,
and
like the
abilities,
Doctor and
such as
Freddy.
the Doctor's Static Blast,
Yep.
the Clown's Afterpiece Antidote, and of course, the extensive overhaul of the notorious Freddy Krueger way back in 2019.
Yeah, he was really, really weak
And
in his
while
first
we feel there's
incarnation.
still many small
Because
adjustments
he could
that we
only
would like to
damage you
make
if you
to
were
our
asleep.
sword. Our main focus for year 6
Oh,
will
the
be
bad
on
problem.
addressing the newest killer that has come into the Dead by Daylight roster. Moving
Yeah.
forward, we're hoping to
They're not mentioning
review,
keys, that's a
update,
problem.
and release
Keys are
small balance
bullshit for
patches for
survivors.
every new killer within the next 2 to 3 major updates after they go live. And that is, of course, on top of
Okay,
any
so they're
focus
gonna
on
modify how the killer works if it's a
along the way.
problem. as soon as possible now.
In
That's
this
good.
way, we can generally stick to a clearer
Because right
timeframe
now,
that
when
gives
the killer's
us
busted,
enough
it's like
time to review and analyze
you don't know what to
community
do.
feedback and the game data. Soon, when players see that a new chapter is out, they'll also be able to expect some balance changes, value tweaks, and small quality of life improvements for the previous killer in that same chapter or the mid-chapter patch after. We're also working on a brand new type of perk, something that we haven't done for a while.
Oh boy.
Unlike Hex Totem perks and Obsession perks, this new type of perk is for survivors.
They're
And
not
we're hoping
spawned
that we
already
will
enough.
introduce some really fun and
They're already
interesting
pretty
gameplay
powerful
moments
survivors, that
for
is.
survivor fans. Boon Totem perks will give a brand new interaction to survivors standing next to a dull totem in a trial. I can't go into the full details about how
one more thing for killers
we
to
are
knock
very
down.
excited about the interesting new strategies
Looks like a reverse
that
hex.
this will bring to the game. Not only will it give fans something new and interesting to play with,
Oh, dear.
it will also give us, as game
Oh, dear
designers,
Lord.
the opportunity to come up with creative new perks in the future. And we're looking forward to releasing the first of our Boon Totem perks in an upcoming chapter. We're also looking at revisiting how Moris are triggered in the game by
So they're gonna nerf
We've been
Moris
listening to the
even more.
fans and seeing the effects.
And you're
that
not gonna
have in
fetch the
game.
keys.
And despite the recent changes to Mori offerings, we feel that there's a less toxic way that we can approach this.
But what
element
about
of the
keys,
game,
though?
And that's something that we're going to be working on in the future.
The keys.
Currently, a killer can play an offering that grants them the ability to eliminate a
Let me check the chat real
from a
quick.
trial by their own hands. Before the recent changes to the Mori offerings, this allowed the killer to
Yep,
end
keys
the
are
game
fine
and
though.
ensure
That's it. Keys,
any
keys,
unfortunate
keys.
survivors that ended up on the receiving
And
end.
code.
We're discussing a new approach now to triggering Moris
Oh my God.
that is no longer based on playing an offering, but rather integrated into the
So
core
Moris will be part of the core gameplay.
This new feature would mean that, in
Interesting.
effect, killers have to earn their Moris rather than be granted the opportunity by simply playing an offering.
Well, that means we're gonna get
to
more
move away
Moris.
from the perception of Moris being a toxic part of the game towards something that's seen as more
nobody wants to get
natural
Mori'd.
progression of the trial. We're hoping to deliver an interesting new game mechanic that not only provides new objectives and new strategic decisions, but also gives the survivors the opportunity to choose whether or not they engage with the system or ultimately deal with the consequences of that choice.
Wait, what?
Again, I can't go into too many details right now as it's still in the very early stages and is likely to go through many significant changes before it's ready for release.
Right, so it's just a tease because we don't know
It's a
nothing.
feature that we, the Dead by Daylight design team, are really excited about prototyping and playtesting, and we can't wait to see your reactions once it hits live servers.
So basically, reverse
As a small
totems.
bonus, we're also looking to prototype an update to the key item in the
Yes!
game. And this would tie in
There we
directly
go.
with the Mori system gameplay, so look out for that one as well.
Okay, so they mentioned it.
That's it from me. We'll have more on how these elements are developing over the coming years.
Yeah, now people are
So
happy.
keep an eye out for news and updates. And thank you for your continued
Because
support
they cannot
over
let the
last
Mori
few
get
years.
nerfed into the ground
See you
without
in the
nerfing the
fall.
keys as well. So, alright. No, that's good. That's good.
Hi friends, it's your girl Die Hard Diva, and I just want to give a huge congratulations to Dead by Daylight on the 5 amazing years. What a crazy journey it's been. All the new chapters that were brought into the game, all the additions, all the surprises you've given us, and also all the new players that recently joined
Yeah,
us.
so they're gonna
my
capture
question
lots
to
of
the audience
feedback from
is,
that,
are
that's
you
for
a
sure,
killer
Merrick.
main, survivor main, or do you play both? When I
I
first
play
started playing
both.
Dead by Daylight years ago, I love being a killer main. But later on down the line, I actually have a lot
So
of
I
fun
was
with
a killer main
I like
first. I
playing with
became
friends,
a survivor main for a while, and then I play both now.
But But I'll still be a killer main at heart. To my community,
Because you learned a lot
I
while
love
playing
you
the other
so
side.
freaking much. Thank you
It's
so
good
much for all the
strategy
love
to
and
learn
support
how
you've given me
it
throughout
works.
the years.
So you can
Even
better
though
deal
we
with
can
it on
be
the other
so
side.
chaotic, we still have a lot of fun with our fog fashion videos. The hype you've given me with my Dead by Daylight cosplays, you guys are the best. To everyone at Behavior and a part of the Dead by Daylight team, I just want to say thank you again for the 5 incredible years of all the hard work you put into the game. And here's so many more. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, but keys are too powerful now.
What's up, everyone? This is K-pop artist Kevin Wu, and I want to wish Dead by Daylight a happy...
So he's the guy that worked on the music for the K-pop chapter.
My question for the viewers is, what does the trickster say in his mori? Is it 1, welcome, good show, 2, let's go, thank you, or 3, go crazy, good scream? I want to thank Dead by Daylight for standing and supporting...
I don't know, I don't speak Korean. I don't think the thing is out yet, Josh. And at the time the stream here will end, it will be a bit too late for me to start playing the test server. So it's let's go, thank you. So he thanks his victim at the end. That's kinda twisted. Yeah, I think it was, Chef. I think it was. But yeah, so, that's the problem. Tomorrow night I'm supposed to be playing the second chapter of The Fall. And Thursday we're finishing up Tell Me Why, so I don't think I'll have time to play it. Although, I could probably make a YouTube video about it, where I play a little bit of it to, you know, see how it is. I feel like that could work. I feel like that could work. And so much attention to detail in these little craft projects. Look at that. So that's what they had in the background while they were talking. Yeah, that looks really nice, actually. I mean, the Flapper still remains the mascot of Dead by Daylight. Wait, these are custom consoles. Oh, shit.
Hello, Dead by Daylight. Happy anniversary from the world headquarters of Ghostface. This is RJ Torpert at Fun World.
Oh, so that's the licensed dude for Ghostface.
And we're very proud and pleased to be a part of your family and hope to be for many more years to come. All the best. Congratulations.
It's just the mask, it's not the movie.
Let's talk a little bit about how we're going to celebrate 5 years of Dead.
Here comes the goodies.
To help me do this, with me I have not Queen, our lead
yes, the community manager.
And returning after public outcry for his leaving, Justin, product manager.
I'll never understand why.
Well, just
You'll
take
be back.
it in.
All right.
Enjoy. Now, before we start, I believe you have a note you want to make.
Yes, I have a note I want to make. So everything that we're going to discuss today, from in-game events to community activities or pride activities, everything is going to be ending up on a calendar on our social media. So if you're not following Dead by Daylight on social media, now's the time to do it.
Oh yeah,
you don't want to miss any of the details of what's going to happen. There's going to be much more than what we just talked about today, so follow us. Now, how are we going to start this?
Okay, so before we hop onto
Birthday
all the
cake.
activities
Birthday
around the anniversary,
cake.
I wanna
Birthday
say,
cake.
with Resident Evil coming into Dead by Daylight, this is a big thing for us, and
Yep.
we're preparing the arrival of a lot of new players. So what we want to ask our veterans, our experts,
Don't complain about the server issues we're gonna get.
into welcoming all these new players.
We know that Dead by Daylight's big. It can be a little overwhelming when you start, so...
Yeah, exactly. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw a lot of tips and tricks on our social media. We're inviting our veterans to join in and add to it. And we're inviting all of the new players to follow us and check out and maybe learn a thing or two about Dead by Daylight.
Awesome. Perfect. Now,
Hopefully the players will play along.
Celebrations.
Yes.
So one thing that we started doing this year is hiring community artists to do art for us. So we had a Discord and Twitch emotes, and we had also key art for campaigns, for example, back in during the holidays. So knowing that, we love hiring community artists, and now we have a new project.
That's a great thing to do.
So we're teaming up with the merch store, and we are doing a call to artists for designing of a new community line on the merch store.
That's awesome. And to make it clear, this is not a contest.
No, it's not a contest.
No.
This is us asking you, like, show us your portfolio, show us what
Yeah,
you
because
got,
art contests can be a little bit of a gray area when it comes to art. Because it makes other people create art for you without having to pay them unless you just pay the winners. So it's a little bit of,
as you said, it's month of June.
it's a little bit unsavory.
So it's Pride Month, and for 2 years we've been celebrating Pride Month, and this year we want to hop a little bit, you know? We
Yep.
want to celebrate a little bit bigger. So we're planning on a big event celebration called #Into the Rainbow. We're inviting you to join us in the celebration.
New
But we
cosmetics.
also have something new in-game
true.
if you want to join the celebration in-game as well. So we have this new charm, this new pride charm.
So you can
Oh,
proudly
nice.
display your pride. That's it.
Exactly.
Celebrate with us. Awesome.
Yeah, and we're also going to add to the collection of emotes we had for Pride last year. So we're going to add a more diverse roster to our crows.
Amazing. All right. What else we got?
All right, so it's been 5 years that Dead by Daylight's been out.
I don't know,
It's
Tammy,
been
maybe.
reached out by a ton of community members with
Yep.
everyone with their own stories about Dead by Daylight, how Dead by Daylight impacted their life. We had weddings, we had babies.
Yeah, I signed so many babies.
Matt signed
No, you didn't. You liar.
babies. So, to celebrate our 5th year anniversary, we're asking you to share your Dead by Daylight story. So use #DBDcommunity on social media, and we're
I
going to
play
keep an
DBD.
eye on that hashtag, and
I
we're going to
died.
be sure to reshare
The end.
and give you some
No, I'm kidding.
visibility
No, that's a good idea.
on how Dead by Daylight impacted your life and how it created great friendships.
That's amazing. Can't wait to read
I know
it.
it's one of my favorite games to collab with people, that's for sure.
Right now about, yes, but what about in the game? And that's
You
where
know the community too well.
Please tell us.
Well, I'll tell you. So we've got a 2-week period where we're actually going to have this entire in-game event.
So from July 1 to 15, that's when it is this
During
year.
This whole period, in every trial, no matter where you are, you're going to
Alright.
find these crown pedestal items appearing. They're going to, pop up, disappear if you're too late.
So
You have them.
it's the same thing as last year, but the crown is a little bit different.
Interact with it, and then as a survivor, either escape or...
So it's the same thing
that
that last year.
What's going to happen is you will then unlock a crown
Yeah,
cosmetic.
it's a
for
new
your
crown.
character. So these are items that are exclusive to this event. The design.
But that's normally what new players do when they first learn the game, Tammy. They play as bait.
Original characters.
Of course.
So I think this is going to be really fun for everyone to try to collect for their whole inventory of original characters that we created over this, this crazy period of 5 years now.
For real. But that's not all.
No, that isn't. So one fun way we like to celebrate the anniversary in game is with
Yep,
a lot of
confetti and cakes.
Confettis are great.
They're pretty fun. So there's going to be a lot of items in the blood web that you can find as a survivor to bring in. And we're talking toolboxes, med kits, flashlights, things that are just going to be fun to use and,
And also, when you finish your generator, it's going to be confetti. When you get hooked, there's going to be confetti.
Spread the wealth with all your friends.
Will there be balloons? Will there be animals? Will there be balloon animals?
Probably one, probably two.
Yeah, here comes the balloons on the hooks.
It's okay.
But one fun thing that we're doing this year, and is a big reason why I'm actually here with community, is because anniversary is a very special time of the year where, this is about DBD, this is about the community, because DBD is nothing without.
Yeah, a lot of people just watch people play it on
So
Twitch.
we wanted to do
I
something
noticed. Not a lot of people actually, well, I mean, there's a lot to
So
play it.
we are
But a lot of people that just watch it.
challenges around the in-game event.
And that's okay,
that were
too.
there back in the first
'Cause
year,
Yep.
first
The
anniversary.
real good,
We had
the real good players
legendary
can be entertaining to
challenges
watch.
where the community all got together and unlocked some items in the game. Now we want to do it again.
Oh yeah,
I
free
think that
cosmetics.
was really fun, and I know I've heard players asking. Like,
I
"What
do
is
love
more
free
fun for the
cosmetics.
Community? We want to be able to work together. So I think this year we're going to be doing it in a very fun way, because we've got some rewards that we're actually going to give out from these, like an outfit for David King and another one for the Wraith, both themed after the anniversary with.
So just like what Claudette and the Gunslinger got last year's.
One a nice little cake topper for DBD, and another one as a little.
Hey, look, it's the entity's finger holding it up.
Behavior. Maybe you know this guy.
They know.
And now there's an Audi Bear cosmetic in the game. Well, shit.
There's other really cool things, but the question is, okay, how do you actually unlock this? Where do you find out?
You log in during the time.
And that's all on
mentioned.
socials.
Really?
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort, guys.
It's no effort at all.
But what else is there?
So, on top of all this, because we have so many characters that have actually been created and are loved over this 5-year period, we want to try to find a way to give some out to players. You know, if there's one you've been waiting on, this is going to be your chance, because during the first week of the anniversary, we're going to give away enough iridescent shards for you to unlock one full original character. And this doesn't matter if you arrive, 1 day or 2 days late, because maybe you have homework, there's an exam. No matter when you arrive, even towards the end, you're going to get enough to get one of these characters.
That's awesome.
So a free character for the event.
I mean, I don't think we've gone far enough.
Oh my God! Do go on.
On top of that, if you have all these characters, like I know some of our super engaged players do, what we're actually going to do on top of this is something fun with our Shrine of Secrets, which, if you're new to the game, the Shrine of Secrets is a tab inside the store where we have a set of 4 perks that changes every week that you can purchase.
What are they going to do? Are they going to lower the cost?
So, you don't necessarily have to purchase a character to get.
Because that's what I use the iridescent shards on. I don't buy cosmetics with them. I just
for the event, what we're doing
buy perks.
This entire 2-week period, every day, we are going to cycle those perks. So this can happen 7 times as often, and the cost of those is going to be $500 less.
That's insane.
I think it's going to be a lot.
Alright, so if you want to enjoy Dead by Daylight and get started and get a gigantic boost to the teachable grind that is immense in the game, you need to play the game during those 2 weeks. Because it's probably going to be on sale. You're going to get so much progress done that would take so much time.
As much fun as I did. Thank you so much for all.
So I'm going to go over this in just a moment after this stream is done.
Thank you to all of our fans out there.
Yeah, 1,500 shards.
Thank you to all of our partners. And I'm going to say...
And also a ton of free iridescent shards that you can use to unlock a character.
You can go and play the Resident Evil chapter right now. So go, have fun, and I will see you in the fog. Oh shit, Funko Pops are coming.
Oh, you bastard. You bastard. Just at the end like that. Alright, so we're in 10 rift fragments. Hold on, wait, that's a new code. And that's another one. Ooh, that was close, almost missed it. Yeah, so the shrine thing is gonna be a massive boost. Is that the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. Yeah, it's the same one. Yeah, I will that. I just need to note them all down before. Also, the chase music in that game is awesome. The way it builds up slowly on all the killers. That's probably one of my favorite chase songs. And it's over. Alright, there we go. There we go. So I will be posting those codes on the show and tell channel of our Discord server after the stream. So hold on, I need to take out the counter. Where is it? Oop. Well then, that was the Tell Me Why /DBD announcement stream watch along. Hopefully that was informative to you. So, we're getting Nemesis, Leon, and Jill. And they're adding a flashbang perk, which will create an item in the game. That will be probably just like Decisive Strike on demand if it's used correctly. So we'll wait for more detail. I'm guessing people will start looking at the perks when the test server comes up, which is probably right now. So they're gonna fix Murrays, they're gonna fix keys. The auto-ban system for reports is a really bad idea. And I do hope they find a way to temper it so that mass reports don't get someone's ass kicked. Because whenever you play good in a game and you dunk on some survivors, you're gonna get your ass reported. And if it causes your account to get banned, that's awful. I don't like it. I hope they reconsider. Also, if you're new and you want to try Dead by Daylight, the first 2 weeks of July will be the perfect time to get started. The game will be on sale. There will be a double blood point event. There will be consumables on the blood web where you level to get even more blood points. So way more blood points. And not only that, you're going to be receiving iridescent shards that can be used to skip a lot of the grind of the game, which is leveling survivors and killers to get their perks. Because you get them on the shrine instead, for 500 less shards than normal. And you'll have a ton of them each day as a bonus. So my recommendation is to play during those 2 weeks. Look at the shrine each day because normally it's a weekly thing. You're gonna be able to buy a lot of really powerful perks for your survivors or killers of choice, without having to level the whole roster, or having to buy all of them. So this is gonna be very important. So even if you're a returning member that maybe not have a lot of grind done, it's gonna be the perfect time to jump back in. I know I'm probably gonna be playing it a bunch to unlock all the perks I still need. Although I pretty much I'll have all the perks I want. There's a few I might want. And after that I'm gonna probably be banking those shards to start maybe buying some cosmetics. Because once you have all the perks, what can you use your points on? Anyway. So we'll see what happens, but for now this was pretty exciting. Although Nemesis seems like a fun killer, like a mix of Gunslinger and the Plague. I don't think the random ass zombies in the map are gonna be good. I think if they have collision it's gonna be a nightmare. But I'll have to wait and see. I don't want to judge it too quickly. I want to take time and give them a chance to showcase it before I judge. That's it. Anyway, hope you have enjoyed. If you have had a fun time today, don't forget to give me a follow on Twitch. It means a lot. And it also tells you when I stream next, which is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. Right here on Twitch. Also, I might do a first look at the test server for my YouTube channel. I feel like that would be a good video to do. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, tomorrow is a new day. Anything is possible. Take care, and see you soon. Bye. Bye. Yeah, they all have dead on and they're trying to meme on my head. At least that's the feeling I'm getting right now, trying to fight against them.